So going over how to take your front subframe off. So first things first, you're going to take off these 2 bolts on your brake. And I hung my brake up on the spring with some zip ties. Then you take your rotor off. Now how I did that is I have the bolt and nut accessory kit from Harbor Freight. I believe it's like $5. It's right here. Then I took the bolt. It's the M8 by 1.25 by 40 millimeter. You tighten it in here. You get a socket wrench. You tighten it. It pops it off just enough to loosen it because it's just stuck on there with the rust. And you hit it, and it pops off. Just make sure you don't use like a hammer. You use like a rubber mallet, something that's not going to hurt it. All right. So after watching a couple YouTube videos, they did not mention this sensor right here. I had a sensor that locked in to these grooves, and I had to take out this 12 millimeter bolt and then pull that out. So that's kind of weird that they didn't mention it, but what can you do? And then you go to your steering rack, you take this 1 bolt out, and then you go underneath the car and you take your sway bar out. So your sway bar has 2 bolts. Let's get underneath here and show you. So you got 2 bolts on both sides for your sway bar. You take these off, boom, sway bar drops out. You kind of maneuver it around all these. I think I dropped this side over here, brought it up over this hose, and pulled it out safely. One thing I forgot to mention, guys, on that sway bar there are some end links, and I have to say you cannot be too organized. This is my driver's side end link. This is the top of the end link. I'm trying to make sure that everything goes back the same way I took it out. Now what do? There are 2 bolts, right? There's one over here, one over here. This is where your engine mounts. So on the opposite side underneath, you're gonna go ahead and pull those out, but make sure you have your engine supported before you do that. It makes life a lot easier. It's safer. That's when I did it. That's what I recommend. So before you loosen these, make sure somehow you have it supported, whether it's an engine hoist or this lovely support bar. Now these are out. What do? You have 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, right? You take those out and you're almost ready to drop the subframe. You have 4 more bolts and this bad boy is coming out. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you loosen these bolts, guys, make sure you leave 2, 3, let's be safe, let's say 4 threads on each bolt. Now go ahead and unscrew those. I used this low profile, long reach, high performance, I don't know. I got it from Harbor Freight quite a while ago. I think it was like $180 with a coupon. I used this and put the pad right in the center. I did this by myself. It was a little sketchy. I recommend having 2 people for this just to help you balance it. It gets kind of stuck. You can wobble it and it'll fall straight down, especially if you're able to have your engine straight. Mine's a little tilted back because I was in a rush and I just wanted to get it out. So yeah, guys, that's how you take out the subframe. If you have any questions or want more details on anything I've talked about during this video, please feel free to reach out and I will get you pictures, videos, whatever you need, especially while this is out right now. It's very easy for me to come out here, point to a bolt, show you where it goes. All right, guys? Till next time, thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.